Hello students, today you will read Civics chapter 1 power sharing. Students, let us understand the meaning of this lesson. What is the meaning of power sharing? So power sharing means division of power among the organ of the government like judiciary, executive and legislative. So the power sharing means the power will be distributed among these the organ of the government, judiciary, executive and legislative. So students, the next question, why power sharing? Why do we need power sharing? So we need power sharing to avoid conflict, to ensure stability of political order, and it is also good for the democracy. So power sharing is also good for the democracy. So let us understand this from the example. Let us also understand from the story of the Belgium. So students, see, this is the map of Belgium. It is a country and it is an European country. See students, this region, this north region is a Flemish region and it has 59% Dutch speaking people, and this is the south region and which is known as Wallonia region, and it has 40% French speaking person. Now rest is 1% German speaking people. So students, let us understand, this is the capital of Belgium, which is Brussels. Here 80% French speaking people are there here, and in this city Brussels 20% Dutch speaking people are also here. So the problem is, student, that these Dutch are majority in the whole country, but they are minority in this Brussels city. And the second problem is that they are here the French they are rich and powerful. So this was the problem for this country. So for these problems there were the two causes. There was two main causes. The two causes of tension between these two communities were: first, French community was relatively rich and powerful than Dutch community. It means, students, the French community has more power. And now the second problem was the Dutch community was majority in the country. The Dutch community was majority in the country, but the Dutch community was also in minority in the capital Brussels. So for these problems they try to change their constitution 4 times, and finally they reached to the solution. So let us see what was the solution. So the first solution was the constitution prescribes that the number of French and Dutch speaking minister would be equal in the central government. So in the central government there would be the same number of the Dutch speaking people and French speaking people. It means the 50% would be French speaking people and 50% Dutch speaking minister would be there in central government. Now the second solution they brought, that the special law must be passed by both group. So both group like French and Dutch. So if the French is passing or supporting and Dutch group is not passing, so this special law would not be passed. So for passing this law, these both groups have to support. Now student, and third, the maximum power was also given to the state government, and Brussels, in the city Brussels, had also separate government, and also this Brussels city had equal representative in both groups. Now in the city of Belgium country, there were also community government in Brussels. So what do you mean by the community government, students? Let me explain you. The community government means, so suppose student, in country like India, we have a different group like SC, ST and OBC. So these for the representation of these groups SC, ST, OBC, we need a special representative which take cares about these groups. So such type of the representative comes under this community government. So in the same way, in Brussels they have also the community government, and these community governments were making law for the each community. Like French has their own community government, and Dutch has also their own community government. German has also their own community government, and these were making laws related to their culture, language, education. So they were doing, why they were doing like this, why they shared these powers. So students, in the last, I would say the power sharing was done just because of the peace, progress and development for their country. So in the last, my homework will be, the question is, question 1, what is power sharing and why do we need power sharing? Explain with the example. Thank you.